Workaholic, right? She could never meet up, but she's encouraged by the way he works out and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But from what I've seen, at least, because I don't know that well enough,
Right.
he's empathetic on the way he handles the wife, because he's a gym head. She's not, but she still sees that, and she's encouraged because you lead by example.
Absolutely.
Right? Not your mouth. Your mouth is a lethal weapon, and it's probably working against you, and that's what I'm smelling here. So my wife let herself go. Physical attraction in the mud. You know what that means, right?
Attraction issues. Yeah. It's like a don't do. There's no attraction at all.
Physical attraction in the mud. Anyway, let me read this really quickly. Me and my wife have been married for 5 years. Let me make this. What did I do? What is it? All right. Me and my wife have been married for 5 years. She has decent looking. She was decent looking in the beginning, but
what does that even mean?
That says so much. But anyway, let's continue. But with kids and work, she slowly started letting herself go. I still try to watch what I eat, work out, etc., and keep myself in good shape. She got very offended when I said in slight that she put on some pounds. I think we can picture how you said that.
Yes.
Based off of what you said first.
Excuse
me. But anyway, let's keep it.
Okay. You were not nice, bro.
Not sure how to handle this. In general, I find myself looking at all these good-looking women and feel sad that my wife looks are gonna be downhill here onwards.
What?
I don't want to cheat on her.
This guy's a clown, man. Stop.
How do people deal with the fact that beauty fades?
Oh my goodness. He's such a shallow human being.
Don't attack our viewers.
I'm not attacking.
All right, we're gonna help. That's what we're about to do. Help.
This is a shallow. Okay, can I say this is a shallow way of thinking?
Okay. What's shallow? Okay, shallow.
Did you not catch the?
No, ask me a question. Just advice.
What he said. She was decent looking in the beginning. He didn't say she's the most beautiful woman. This is the woman I fell in love with. To me, it sounds like he's the type of person that
she was his second choice.
Like he critiques his wife.
Right. Yeah.
Like maybe she walks around on eggshell because Massa is gonna say, what are you eating? You've gained a few inches in your stomach. That's what it seems like to me. It doesn't sound like it's coming from a place of love.
Well, he said, I feel sad. I don't think sadness and love can live in the same place. But go ahead, continue.
But since you said we should advise him, this is what I would tell this guy.
Because he's asking a specific advice. How do people deal with the fact that beauty fades? That's his ultimate question.
How do people deal with that? I think if you don't know that beauty is going to fade before you marry someone, then you have no business getting married at all, because we are all going to change. Okay?
Yeah.
By the time we hit 60 or 65, 70, our wrinkles will be mad, yo.
So he's married now. It's too late.
Yeah, he's married. But again, I still have to hold him responsible over here because he's asking for too much. Okay? He is asking for too much. I empathize with the lady because I can't imagine how he's talking to her if he's saying this.
Yeah.
But this is my advice to him.
Cray.
If you want to really genuinely help your wife,
right,
you have to do things with her.
Yeah.
It starts with the way you talk to her. How do you make her feel? If you tell me now, like, babe, you've not been, like me and my hubby here, we work out together all the time, right? And when you don't have time to work out, I still go and I get my workout in. If I come back every time I come back from the gym, I'm like, You're just using work as an excuse.
Yep.
You know your belly is this. You know you missed out. You know, it's how I talk to you. It's how I say, oh babe, can you make time? Wednesday, let's go together. You can do it.
Yep.
I come from that aspect more of no, baby, we can do this together. Let's do it. You're gonna feel better when you do it. And you're like, oh my God, I feel so good after working out.
Yep.
And you still want to do
it's
it
encouraging.
more. It's encouraging. Yeah. But if I came and I'm like, you're always missing gym. You're this, you're that, and I think that I'm holier than thou, that will kill everything we have.
Yep.
So first of all, it needs to come from a place of empathy. Why is she in the place where she is? Believe it or not, sometimes people are depressed.
Right.
And when people are depressed, they just keep eating. Even if they're not eating, they just keep getting.
You're giving excuses for her, but continue.
I'm just saying it could be any. If it's a guy,
it could be anything.
If you care, if you care, I know you. If I'm the one that just gained some crazy amount of weight, you're not gonna start with beauty fading.
I don't think I would notice.
You won't even notice, number one, because when I gained weight after I had my baby, I gained 20 pounds. This guy was still telling me I'm cute. I'm like, I look like SpongeBob. What are you talking about?
I didn't notice.
I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna lose this weight. Yeah. But what am I saying? You always there encouraging me.
Right.
And that's what everyone needs.
I try.
I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying that that's what you need in a spouse.
No, but that's bare minimum. You can't be with a person in a marriage and not not represent encouragement for them.
Right.
Like that's bare minimum. That's not even a matter of perfection or not. Like if you're not gonna be represent, like when you show up either as a wife or husband, if you're not going to represent positive, you have no business being in that marriage.
No, you don't, because it's an institution and it takes two people to like kind of build this thing. Because
life is going to present itself in weird ways that you have challenges to face anyway.
Right.
You don't want to add on top of that and say, you know, I'm not perfect. No, dude, that's bare minimum. Or lady, like that's bare minimum. If he's sitting on that couch and getting fat, you're going to have to say it one way or the other. But it needs to be encouraging.
It has to be encouraging.
It can. Anyway,
it has to come from empathy. It has to come from empathy. I can't but say that this world, we need more empathy. People just open their mouth and all kind of stuff is flying out. No, you gotta think about what you're about to say.
Just to be clear, we're not saying you couldn't tell your wife. It's just that from the first sentence.
It's how you say it.
For the first sentence, you talking to us, you said she was decent looking.
I'm taking offense to that.
That didn't sound. We could be wrong, but that didn't sound like somebody that was excited to marry this person in the first place.
Right. Was she forced on you?
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe it's just the way you talk. Okay, well, change that, because that's affecting your attitude. That's affecting the way she responds to you too. That's telling us how you address her.
I speak blunt. No.
You speak blunt. You're rude.
Anyway, we still want to give him the advice he needs.
Yes.
Which is, for me, lead with empathy. Try and see what's going on with your wife. Yeah. This is your wife. If you truly care and she was never this big, there's something going on, or possibly that you don't know. 3, you want her to lose some weight?
Right.
You guys go to the gym together.
Yeah, he
with
definitely.
No pressure.
He definitely didn't have any empathy. Even he said, I still try to watch what I eat, work out, and keep myself in good shape.
Okay, so you're holding accountable. You can hold yourself accountable.
You hold yourself accountable. That's what
I do that with myself.
I could be wrong, but I guarantee you I'm not. You're projecting. All right? You're projecting. Okay? Because, first of all, the way I work out is not the way she works out. Our body responds completely differently. So, I need to have that empathy, even in my delivery, in the way I talk.
Yes.
And it needs to show anytime you type anything anyway, even if you're not talking to her. Like, we're judging you based on what you just typed, right? Even the way you type, the way it reflects every area, the way you talk to your boss at work, it reflects. This is a behavior that's across. It's not even about your wife. It's the blunt, rude language thing, right? That I'm smelling here. I'm just smelling it. I could be wrong, right? Not sure how to handle this. Okay, how do people deal with beauty phase? Personally, the kind of beauty that will make you, if you did it right, that will make you marry a person does not fade.
It's on the inside.
Now I get it. In this generation, getting married because of you want to have another wedding, like the society wedding. I get it. People are doing that. I get that, okay? But nonetheless, you're in it now, okay? There's some kind of value you saw in that person on day one.
I hope.
That made you say, you know what? I'm willing. right? I'm willing to take this risk. With that value, you need to reconnect with it.
Absolutely.
Because that value tends not to fade. You need to reconnect with it, focus on it, and then it expands. And then there's these other areas. If you focus on it, meaning you're appreciating it, you're saying, hey, I love you for this. I love you when you do this. All the things you like, if you focus on that, right? Guess what she would tend to do with everything else? She can't wait to impress you again.
Yep.
She can't wait.
He seemed like a perfectionist to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but the way he worded his words and like it seemed like a little OCD to me, like someone that just
because he said I don't want to cheat on her. He thinks because he doesn't want to cheat on her, he deserves
an accolade.
It's entitlement. I smell entitlement.
No, bro.
Okay, how you talk, how people feel around you is everything.
It's important.
Okay,
And it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
it's how you say it.
You gotta approach with kindness.
Sure, you shouldn't let your spouse get fat all over the place on the couch, but how you say it is a big chunk of that.
Oh my God. He hit me with that distant look, and I was like,
Yeah,
traumatized from that word.
Did you see how she reacted?
Like, wait, what?
So imagine your vibe, your energy around your wife all the time. That's reflecting that, right? It's no wonder you're getting the result you're looking for. I have a personal friend that the wife is always keeping up with working out because it's a workaholic, right? She could never meet up, but she's encouraged by the way he works out and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But from what I've seen, at least, because I don't know that well enough,
Right.
he's empathetic on the way he handles the wife because he's a gym head. She's not. But she still sees that and she's encouraged because you lead by example.
Absolutely.
Right? Not your mouth. Your mouth is a lethal weapon and it's probably working against you. And that's what I'm smelling here.